Okay, my people, today we're going to do evaluate. Another little short video here. So, which evaluate means just take the number in for the variable and plug her into that variable and simplify. So, I'm going to take -6. Now, I always recommend take a step and actually replace the variable. Seems like if you don't, you make a dumb mistake. Y is -8. Oh, shoot. There we go. I think the medication's kicking in. So it'll be -6 plus 8. -6 plus 8 is 2. And then the absolute value 2 means make it positive. Okay, the opposite of -6 would be 6. Here, put it in here. That's -8 quantity squared. -8 quantity squared would be 64. Then 2 times x would be 2 times -6, which is -12. 6 times 2 is 12. 1 negative. When you're multiplying, 1 negative means negative. Then we have x times z. So -6. Of course, I wanted you to do the problem first. I didn't mention that in the video. Sorry. But 2 negatives make a positive. And then 6 times 2 is 12. On the other side, we got some simple number math. If 0's on the bottom, it's undefined. That is true all the time. 0 divided by 5 is 0. -6 minus 4 is -10. You owe 6, you owe 4 more. And minus and minus is plus, so it's 6 plus 3 is 9. Now, I want to do something real quick here, and that's talk about the number system. We start off with real numbers. That's the biggest category. Any number you've ever seen is a real number. So if the question is this a real number, you would say yes, as long as it's a number. Then it's broken up into 2 categories. We have rational numbers, and we have irrational. So a rational number is any number that's a fraction. So irrational is not a fraction. So if I said, hey, 1/3, you would say, oh my goodness, Mr. Murphy, that is rational. If I said 1.5, any decimal that terminates or repeats, that is rational, because you can rewrite it as fraction. 0.3 repeating is 1/3. Irrational is not a fraction. My favorite number is irrational. That's about the only one you know right now. Any square root, whatever that is, that cannot simplify the square root is irrational. So square root of 2, irrational. Square root of 3, irrational. Square root of 4 is rational because that is 2. Then we have integers, which is positive or negative whole numbers, or 0. So if I said, give me an example, 1.4, what does that satisfy? Well, it's always real. Always. Then is it rational or irrational? Well, it terminates, it stops, so it'd be rational. And it's not an integer, so you're done. If I said 3 pi, you would say, well, it's real. All of them are real. And it's irrational. If I said 2/3, you would say real and rational. If I said 7, you would say real, rational, and integer. Well, I spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. Integers. I-N-T-E-G-E-R-S. I'm trying to go too fast. So, okay, my peeps. Wanted to do that real quick. Good deal.